Good morning, everyone. Unfortunately, this is our last morning in Cebu, so we're going to say goodbye to this beautiful view, and then where are we heading, Yuning?
We're heading to the island of Coron.
So that means that we need to pack up all of our stuff, and we're heading to the airport. And we're at the airport. So I had to actually check in twice because apparently you're not allowed to bring an extension cord onto the plane.
We are still awaiting for some more information regarding the use of this aircraft, or we are going to transfer to another one. Thank you.
So the plane wasn't okay, but now it's okay.
Yes,
So after a 1 hour delay, we finally made it into Coron, and we're at the hotel now.
So we haven't eaten and we're pretty hungry, so we're gonna go find some food. Good morning, everyone. We got our towels, got my dry bag, and we are ready to go off for some scuba diving. There's some shipwrecks and reefs that might be really interesting to see, so we're excited.
Alright, so Yuning and I are both recently open water diving certified. We got certified in Hollywood, Florida, and have only done 5 dives in our lifetime. And so our first real dive is here in the Philippines. We're certified to go 18 meters deep, or roughly 60 feet. So when we signed up for this dive, we knew we would be near and close to some shipwrecks. We had no idea that we were going to go in and through them. So overall, a pretty cool experience, especially when comparing it to like the 3 fish that we saw in total in Florida.
In Cebu, we were supposed to see the sardine run, 3 million fish, but we weren't able to see any. But luckily, Coron made up for it. Coron Bay is known for a lot of shipwrecks, and the reason why there's so many is during World War II, the Japanese tried to hide from the American forces by staying in Coron Bay, and they were bombed. Today, there's just a ton of ships that you can go diving at, and it's really well preserved and has a ton of marine life.
Who knew you'd learn a little history today as well? So I thought the water was just really cloudy on this last dive, but it turns out that my goggles were just completely fogged over. So we just got done diving. We're on our private jeepney ride back to the hotel. What'd you think?
A little bit more confident with diving. It was our first shipwreck.
The shipwreck was amazing.
Yeah, it was really interesting. It's basically a whole sea life growing on top of the ship.
You could barely tell it was a shipwreck. It really just seemed like a mini coral reef
Yeah,
that once was a ship.
yeah. We saw a bunch of lionfish. They were just chilling.
Yeah, stayed away.
Yeah. And we saw a turtle as well.
Yeah. And a little jellyfish was cute.
Yeah, little like small jellyfish from like Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
The one that inked itself.
Overall, super fun. I think we'll continue to do scuba diving
Yeah.
at least one more time on a future adventure. So now we're heading back to the hotel. Probably need to do some laundry, get some food. Good morning from Coron. It's a really wet morning today, but we're on our transfer bus and we're taking the Ultimate Tour. So there's a couple of different tour packages you can do in Coron. Tour package A, B, C, Ultimate, Super Ultimate. But I think Ultimate's gonna work out best for us because we're a little bit tired and we don't really want to be moving around too much. So we'll see what adventures today has in store for us.
We're at CYC Beach. The water is super clear and it's really nice.
Yeah, it's interesting because like I think some of the only people out here. There's one other boat.
Yeah, that's what you get for coming in the rainy season.
Yeah, I mean it's barely sprinkling. It's kind of nice out. I like it when it's a little bit drizzly.
Yeah.
All right, currently in our kayak. The water is super clear. Let's see if we can see it. Everyone, welcome from Skeleton Wreck. There's a pretty decent sized shipwreck here that we tried to free dive down to see, but that definitely wasn't happening because limited lung capacity and just not in great shape. Luckily our tour guide, who's in great shape, grabbed our GoPro and dove all the way down through the shipwreck and got some great footage.
So let's pretend that we did that.
Yeah. So it's still kind of sprinkling, but I really like it when it's sprinkling like this. It makes it feel really tropical and lush out here.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of fish and then other coral around here, so it's really nice.
Yeah, on top of a giant shipwreck.
just got done at the coral garden, which I think that was the most coral I've ever seen in my life in one spot.
So much.
There were so many fish just swimming around, and then our guide asked us if we would prefer to just swim to our lunch spot, which it didn't look that far, and so we told him yes, and oh my god, it was really far, but we finally made it. Beach is right there, and supposedly we're gonna have a nice beachside lunch today.
At the Twin Lagoons. I think this area is the freshwater part of it. So if you look at the water, it's like a Gatorade blue. It's like super blue. And it's a little bit different than the salt water. So if you look over there, that's the salt water. And then here's the freshwater. Pretty cool.
One of the nice things about coming in the rainy season is that this place is usually packed, but you'll see we pretty much have it entirely to ourselves at this point.
That's not a mirror image, that's actually the rocks.
So the reason why it's called Twin Lagoon is because there's a rock formation that splits up this lagoon into two parts, and then there's a rickety set of stairs that goes up and over to the other side.
Or if stairs aren't your thing, you can swim the roughly 3 meters underneath the rocks to the other side.
So we're at Kayangan Lake. So to get here, you had to hike up, I think 300 or so steps. And then when you get to the top, there's a really nice viewpoint of the area that the boat was docked. And then the lake here, what's interesting, it's brackish water, but 70% fresh water and 30% salt water. The water feels cold and hot at the same time because of the mixing of the waters.
It's also super deep. Overall, it's been a long day.
A rainy day.
Long rainy day. But it's been really nice to see all the different sites, especially because we were so lucky enough that pretty much everywhere we went, we beat the crowds. There was nobody here. So we just got done with our tour. What did you think?
I thought it was good despite the weather, but the water was really clear. We saw a lot of coral. We saw a sea turtle head.
I mean, we saw an entire sea turtle yesterday when we were scuba diving.
True,
so
we did.
I really liked it. I liked the fact that there was not that many people. It wasn't overcrowded. It was kind of like every single site we pretty much had to ourselves. Overall, I think it's a cool place to visit. Tour definitely worth doing. I think we're gonna head back to the hotel. Tomorrow is another travel day, so on to our next adventure.